So guys, Tinubu's last order, Nnamdi Kanu's release coming up. Breaking news. Well, as we all know, Nnamdi Kanu has been held in detention for the past 4 years, and his next trial was projected for the 10th of October, which is next month. We are almost a month away from that very trial, but before then, his release mandate has been cooking up recently. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you're new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe bell below because in this channel, I bring you everything that is trending and everything you need to know regarding Nnamdi Kanu. So there is a video clip I want to display here for you guys. This video clip contains what Mike Ozokeme, who is one of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, said when Buhari was in power. This particular video is directed to the presidency because when Buhari was in charge, he directed this particular message to Buhari stating that the presidency, which is now Tinubu, has the official power to declare Nnamdi Kanu's release. And he also stated points that backs Tinubu to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu can be released. Because when Buhari was in power, he stated these very points. And I want to display it here for you guys to also watch it and see that, yes, Tinubu has the right to release Nnamdi Kanu. Because some people have been doubting that Tinubu has the power. But I want to clear those doubts. Before showing you those very points, watch this particular video. And after watching this video, I'm going to be displaying the points here in proper context.
Detention.
Okay, senior advocate, I mean, you've written this to the president. I wonder if there's been any response. And I also like to ask you, because the president has been asked this question only recently in an interview, and he said he would not interfere with the judiciary. Kanu's case is in the court. Let the judiciary take its course. Let the case take its course in court. But I also want to ask you, as a senior advocate of Nigeria, is it that you do not have faith in the system, in the judiciary, for this case to run its course?
To start with, the case itself is political. When I see political cases, I know them. I've practiced law for 41 years. When the president says he will not interfere with the judiciary, no one is saying he should interfere with the judiciary. I do not expect Mr. President to go before the judge and say, hello, I want you to withdraw this case. I've struck it out. It doesn't go that way. Nor will I ever advocate for that. What I do say is that the president is the appointer of Abubakar Malami, the attorney, a senior advocate of Nigeria, the attorney general of the federation. Have you not seen in the last 7 years many political cases, many cases involving federal government appointees that were discontinued with a nolle prosequi? That is not interference with the judiciary. It is a right, a constitutional right given to the Attorney General of the Federation under Section 175 of the Constitution that you can undertake, you can continue, you can discontinue, you can withdraw any charge that is already going on, whether initially filed by you or by any other person or authority. But the Attorney General cannot do this by himself because he's an appointee of Mr. President. Because the tail cannot wag the dog. Because the messenger cannot become greater than the person who sent him a message. That is why I'm saying the president as commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria and as the president using his executive powers under Section 5 of the Constitution does have the power to instruct the Attorney General to say, look, it is more politically, socially, culturally, economically productive to have Nnamdi Kanu released immediately and unconditionally from detention so that there will be peace again in the restless southeast part of Nigeria. Is southeast not a part of Nigeria? Have you not seen that each day Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, or when they believe that he's going to court, that the entire place is locked down, and that has been going on for over 3, 4, 5 years? Is Mr. President, can he not see Southeast as part and parcel of Nigeria and discover that the best solution to this is political solution? That is not interference with the judiciary. It is by simply instructing the Attorney General of the Federation, who will do what the law says he can do under Section 174 of the Constitution. I assure you, my dear sister, that That is not interference with the judicial function. Rather, it is in compliance with our judicial tenets.
Yeah, but there are others who would say that this might just set the wrong precedents and wrong signals to those who may want to take up arms against the country in the name of ethnic or regional agitations.
So these are the points that back Tinubu to order Nnamdi Kanu's release. 1. Legal pathways. Discontinue the prosecution. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, on Tinubu's directive, can file a nolle prosec under Section 174 of the Nigerian Constitution, which allows the AGF to discontinue any case in the interests of justice. Out of court settlements. Tinubu's government could negotiate with Kanu's lawyer and IPOB representatives for an out-of-court resolution leading to the withdrawal of charges. Respecting court judgments. Some appellate rulings in 2022 declared Kanu's extraordinary rendition unlawful. Tinubu could order compliance with those judgments instead of continuing appeals. Now in 2022, the appeal court ordered that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. They also ordered Nnamdi Kanu's rendition extraordinary and unlawful. Still yet, Nnamdi Kanu is still being held in detention. And one of the ways Tinubu could order the release of Nnamdi Kanu is by declaring that the courts disrespected its own law, therefore using the mandatory power to order Nnamdi Kanu's release justly, because at this point, holding Nnamdi Kanu is unjust. And as the president of Nigeria, Tinubu has every political rights and every power to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Because if Nnamdi Kanu keep being in detention, it's Tinubu's fault and he should be held accountable because the law has failed its own law. 2. Political solutions. Presidential pardon/amnesty. As Commander-in-Chief, Tinubu can grant Kanu a pardon or amnesty as done for Niger Delta militants in the past as part of a reconciliation effort. Dialogue and peace talks. Setting up a dialogue platform with Igbo leaders, traditional rulers and political representatives to negotiate peace in Southeast with Kanu's release as confidence-building measures. Well, the Ohaneze Ndigbo have been calling for Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release. They have been saying that Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally without any conditions placed in it. And Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. That is the most obvious part. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, but still yet, they are bringing up different charges against him. They are leveling up different allegations against him. When in truth, Nnamdi Kanu is free. Why do you put him in the DSS facility? The appeal court said no court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu. Still yet, the Supreme Court is still trying him. The Federal High Court is still trying him. The law is against him. When everything is clear and glaring that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Well, let's wrap this up. In summary, Tinubu can use legal powers via the AGF of courts, political will in brackets, dialogue, amnesty, pardon, or a mix of both to release Nnamdi Kanu. Now you can see here that the summary is stating that Tinubu can use legal powers via the AGF or courts. Tinubu has every legal rights and every legal power to order Nnamdi Kanu's release because the circumstances surrounding his detention is unlawful. Well, whether he chooses to do so depends on his security advisors, political calculations, and willingness to dialogue with the Southeast. Now you can see what Mike Ozokome said in that very video that you just watched, that Nnamdi Kanu's detention is political. And Buhari has passed it on to Tinubu because they are now politicizing Nnamdi Kanu's detention because they know if they release Nnamdi Kanu, he has a threat against them when it comes to elections. And this is why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu. And Tinubu should be held accountable if he fails to release Nnamdi Kanu, because he has every right, he has every legal powers, he has every legal authority to declare that Nnamdi Kanu should be set free. At this point, I'll let you guys tell me what you feel about this in the comment section below. Do well to like this video, share this video, and hit the subscribe button below for more trending updates.